episode 1 of my Q&A Wednesdays. And I'm really excited to be here with you today and looking forward to sharing this with you too. Yeah, what a world we're living in right now, and my condolences to you and all the stress that you're in, and what that means, to you and your family and your work and everything else. So, what a world we're in. So I have this amazing presentation that I put together to do you today, and I wanted to get some facts about me and what I can do for you, um, and so that you can really understand the potential of what I'm offering here and the knowledge that I'm bringing to you in this live stream. So we're going to be doing these weekly on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. I'm a little late today because we had some technical hitch, and so I'm just recording it now. Looking forward to really sharing this with you, and I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you because there's a potential that you're missing, and so this is for you if you've got all of these things. You're stressed out from this lockdown. You're out of sorts. It's like that's the way the world is now. And unfortunately, because of the lockdown, the dangers of compromised immune system are way bigger than if you had a healthy outdoor living, like I tried to do, running up down the 14,000-foot mountain volcano behind me here. There's two of them, one over there and one just behind me. And they're both within 40 feet or 60 feet of one another. It's amazing. So, yeah, depression and negativity, frustration, all those mind game things that you really need to know about. But you've really got to get your body to an energy level that it can cope with that. And that's what I want to share with you. So stick to the end of this, and so you get my gift, and that way you can stay connected. And the gift is extraordinary. It's based on 40 years of work and trying to sort out what's real and what's not real in the way that we're taught about things and indoctrinated into stuff. And so that's what I bring to the table as a systems engineer for GE at blah, blah, blah. I was really good at tinkering with stuff. So this is what it's about. A little bit about myself. I'm gonna give you healthy answers, and I'm not like take more supplements or run to the gym or sweaty workouts or any of that stuff. It's really about using natural stuff that's available to you, even if you're locked up at home and afraid to go out. God bless you if you are. What a world that we live in. And I've been an Ashtanga yoga practitioner forever, 20 years or something, and a yoga practitioner since I came back from Africa in the 80s. And so whatever that is, that's a long time, right? 40 years, 30 years. And now I'm into this high altitude training and hiking. And at age 69, on my birthday this year, just a month ago, I reached the peak of Mauna Kea, excuse me, after starting off at 9,000 feet at midnight, walking through the night, and getting up to there around noon the following day, right to the peak. It's just simply amazing. So here's to you. If this is you, bam. So sign up and etc. for the next ones, and then I can keep you posted. And this link I'll give you later, but it's at ebodyfusion.com. And also I'm going to give you another very important link as part of the gift. So here, during this workshop or this Q&A session, I'll review how you can combat stress, anxiety, low energy, and tiredness, insomnia, confusion, negativity, frustration, depression, and that mind game stuff. And why the mitochondria, which is what we have on the background here, mitochondria is so damn important. And people are missing out on this. And so in short, I'll show you how to create a healthy immune system without drugs, supplements, or even special foods or diets in a few days. Well, stay connected. I've got it coming. So I've worked with all sorts of people over the decades, as you could imagine, right? And I've built up, small but very powerful coaching clients. And these are some of the couple of the references or success stories from these guys. I have presently got a wonderful lady, Tracy, in coaching with me, and she started right at the beginning of the lockdown. And actually, we have increased my coaching package from 3 months to 1 year. More on that if you're interested. And yeah, because I do provide health coaching as well. But this is not what this is about. It's really about understanding the what's going on, right? And in this upside down world that we live in, everything is inside out. All the engineering stuff, all of the legal stuff, which is plain to see, right? All the political stuff, which is so frigging obvious. All the satanic stuff, which is just deplorably, unbelievably atrocious. And the medical field is right there with them. And what they've done with the germ theory is that they created this convoluted, inverse reasoning to sell more pharmaceuticals. So I want you to get clear on this. In the germ theory model, we live in this dirty environment, but inside we have somehow a clean environment in which the goldfish is living in that plastic bag, isolated from the environment and not able to create the immunity for new substances. And I'm not talking necessarily just physical substances. It could be energetic substances like non-native EMF and the way that that works with you. And the terrain theory stuff, which is basically that we live in an environment, we're connected to the environment 100%, and as we adjust, our immune system compromises for that adjustment. In fact, the bacteria differentiate to take care of whatever that substance is that's depleted in the system. Now, when you've got a whole bunch of food in the system, of course, the immune system is really compromised because all the body energy goes into digesting the food and waste. But when you start to clean out your body and your system, then you've got the clean tank. And instead of vaccinating the fish, you've automatically let nature vaccinate you, so to speak. I'm not saying it's a vaccination process. It's not. All the vaccinations, anyway, derivative of the word, etc., etc., all the vaccinations are unbelievably poisonous to us. Just look at those poor mums and dads who have autistic children as just one example. So I also want to caution you. These doctors, Dr. Robert Morse, and there's thousands of them, don't understand the basics of acid versus alkaline forming foods. And in this case, all sugared fruits with sugars in them are not alkaline forming. It's only the veggies. So wrong, 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 Dr. Robert Morse and all of your healthy, vibrant life bullshit. This is where we've got to be really cautious. And, I've been caught in this stuff for years, and I'm glad I'm not in it anymore. And that's the reason why I can get to do my Ashtanga yoga and do all of that stuff that I really remain unbelievably fit. I can do landscaping out in the yard here, and I've got 3 acres here to take care of, so there's a lot of it, and planting and all of that stuff. So it's wrong. So you caution you guys. In fact, what I do all the time is actually my partner Lindy here, she juices up veggies for me with garden greens and coconut and stuff like that, which is really, really alkalizing. And partial fasting was a huge benefit for me too. So this is the sort of thing that you'll be looking at if you're going to go into the sort of alkalizing diet stuff. Veggies only, guys, right? Simple. So I want to keep this quick and short because I know that you don't have much time, but these are tips that I wanted to share with you in this first episode. I'll be doing them every week. So to advance to the next phase, right? And that's what it's really about, of growth in your health, of maximizing or optimizing your health. You must evolve this mindset stuff. And I really had to struggle with that when I was hiking for hours and hours and hours going up the volcanoes here, is that it's a mindset game. And all of this is. And if you don't make better decisions and take action, you've got to join them together, right? You're not going to get different results. You're just going to continue spinning your wheels. So heads up on that. That's what a coach does. And it's really, really beneficial. But you can do a lot of this yourself too, and that's what I'm really focused on. And so stay to the end, because I've got a really good, powerful gift for you. So we want to talk a little bit about the mitochondria here, and let's get me out of the way for a moment. And let's see, why don't I see expert VCAM? There we go. Get me out of the way of that. And so what we got there is, mitochondrial dysfunction. And what happens is that those cells in the middle here, those cells lose their integrity. In non-native like 4G, 5G, 3G, whatever G, these cell membranes are exceedingly thin and exceedingly delicate, and they begin to break down. Now, the stuff inside here, which I'll share with you in the coaching, but it's really about maintaining the voltage in these in the body. The cell membrane should have a voltage of around 70, 80 millivolts. That's quite a lot of volts. If you think how many trillions of cells there are in the body, and if you think about how many more trillions of mitochondria there are, because it's like there's somewhere between, I don't know, 200 to 1,000 mitochondria in each cell, liver cells especially, high ones, the brain cells, muscles, where there's a lot of energy that's being utilized. Now, the energy that's being utilized in these things are very susceptible to non-native influences. So we've got to really watch out on that. And that's, how we maintain our mitochondrial health is by being in a healthy environment and doing healthy things. So on lockdown, turn off, throw out your frigging TV, because it's just a fear-perpetuating machine, and you don't want that. That's so bad on your immune system. Athletic.HealthCare is one of my sites, and I'm really using RSS feeds to fill it up with mitochondrial health type situations. So if you go to Athletic Health, you can get that too. So let's answer a couple of questions here. I guess the best one, the one that I was going to answer, let me just get to it. I didn't really set myself up for this. Well, I did, but then the recording didn't record, and etc. So basically, yeah. Let's see if we're a good fit. That's somebody who wanted to know if I could do the coaching with them. Okay, so this guy, he's called Navy firefighter, and so he's obviously in the USN, and I'm trying to purchase. He's trying to work on his GI distress. Here we go. GI distress, gastrointestinal stuff, right? That is like really easily fixed, but not with any method that you know of. And that is, well, you may know of, but you probably discount it. One, you need to fast. You need to detox the body. So you need to go on an intermittent fasting to begin with, and this is true for everybody. I would also recommend cold showers, because actually they very quickly shrink the respiratory proteins in the mitochondria. More on that in the coaching, or go research it yourself. And so you've got the diet, and then the exercise. The diet, the cold showers, the exercise stuff. So to get the body to a place where you can actually do this, some of you will be so lethargic that it's impossible. And I highly recommend, and this is something I've been doing for years. In fact, when I was living in London in 2001 or so, I used to jump into Hyde Park, into the Serpentine Lake there, even when there was ice around the edge. And there were some guys in there that could stay in there for half an hour, in the freezing waters. Not me, but if I had practiced more, I would have got to a place where actually when the body gets that cold, these mitochondria are so efficient that they start actually creating heat. And so that's what cold thermogenesis does for you. If you go and look on YouTube, Iceman, I think he's called, and he's got some amazing videos of the way that he can create heat in his body no matter what. So those three things: cold showers, diet, diet, diet. So it's like really fasting, you know. The more that you can fast, get the body so that it's detoxed, then we can start working with the GI tract. But until your body is healthy and the immune system is picked up, nothing can repair itself. And there's amazing benefits to the body when you do that fasting, which is so well documented for the last hundreds of years. Let's see. A lot of this is okay. Let's look at this one. Here we go. Been fighting shingles, which attacked a dermatome in the sciatic nerve for 4 months now. Do you find any difference between this, that, and the other? Right? Basically, he's asking for a dosage on something that I used a long time ago, which was called serapeptase. And but he's got a really complicated picture happening here. But let's talk about shingles a little bit. I had shingles 4 years ago, and I was bedridden, went down to 128 pounds. I was bedridden for 3 months, and it was the most unbelievable effing pain I have ever, and I've had like major back and neck and problems all my life, until the Ashtanga came along. So you got to get to a place where the body is detoxing, and just the same as I recommended for the guy with the GI stuff, you've got to have a body that's healthy. And the healthiest way is with, guess what? Well, my coaching to support you in the long-term goals. But if you want to do this alone, and I suggest you get going with it right now, grab a cold shower, okay? That's the number one thing you can do and get into the regular practice of it. So let's go to another quick question, because I want to keep these short. When I'm answering questions about health advice, what really helps me is for you to complete an assessment that I have. And let's see, let's get a bit. Yeah, I think the other thing is, this is important. There is a reason why some good products, or some of the best products, actually are head and shoulders above the others. And when it comes to your health, right now, there is no expense that in my opinion, you should, and I'm not shoulding you, but no expense that you should be sparing. And I'm not saying looking at it from a standard allopathic or even naturopathic models. None of these doctors know what's going on. Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, they know that pathogens are not contagious, that viruses are not contagious. And they know it's about the strength of the inner body that will combat what was going on. So when I crashed down with shingles, it was because at that time I'd been running a lot of 8-mile runs. And slowly my body had become weakened from, let's just go back to that slide for a moment, because the magnesium and what was the other one? Potassium levels in my body had got dangerously low, right? And so that was a huge reason why it took me so long to recover. Now, actually, coming out of it right now, 2 or 3 years later, I am more healthy than I ever have been. I am more healthy than I ever have been at age 69. So this is totally possible, this anti-aging stuff. And it's not because I've been taking supplements. It's not because I've been doing all of these Dr. Best or whoever it is, bullshit. And I say bullshit. It's kind of like this doctor up here. Wrong. I know the stuff, and I know how these things work. And it's not just for me, but it's for you too. So when you get off this, go grab a cold shower. So here's the gift. And just before I do that, I want to just share with you a couple of my websites here. And this is the Athletic.HealthCare. But if you and I'm working this out, I'm building this out, but if you go to mitochondrial health here, we've got like a lot of episodes and articles on mitochondrial health and longevity. Now, I really want you to focus on, when you're watching or reading about mitochondrial health, I really want you to focus on this thing. Whoops, I missed it. Slides. I really want you to focus on these mitochondria and the electrical properties of the mitochondria, because there's something really, really extraordinary that's happening in the adenosine triphosphate, which is actually located in these cell membranes, and the way that that works. Now, not many people have dared to talk about it. I have, and we'll get more onto that soon too, or later too. So back into the mitochondrial health, do it. And that's a good site for you to take a look at and to learn from. Now, the other site that I have, let's turn that one off, is my main site that I've been working. Please don't go. There's a song around that. Hey, baby, please don't go. Enter your email. Please don't go. And I will, if you enter in here, I will send you out a series of emails that detail exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this is actually a site that I put together. Okay, where we go? Okay, here's an interesting thing. Let's see if it works. It may not pull it up. Yeah, there it is. This is the results of microcurrent scanner trials. It's called scanner, from the 1980s on 18,255 people, and they had an average cure rate of 88.5%. And this little pop-up here is my Wellness Ninja Manifesto. Grab a copy of that. It's got a lot of this stuff in it, and you need to see it. But they did, look at this, diseases of the circulatory system, 93.37% improved. So this site is ebodyfusion.com. More on that later, and more on that in your own time. I'm not going to take you through that now, but let me get back to the slides here, and now my gift for you. If you want to combat that stress, anxiety, all of these lockdown blues right now, and I told you what to do already, but I've been putting together my lockdown coaching, quickly boost your immune system, 5 free immunity boosting tips. And so let's take a look at that site for a moment. And over here, let's turn this one off, and we'll turn this one on. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. And I think we're in it. Yes, we are. So in here, there's a video, and actually, I'm going to see if I can play this, and if it comes through, it might be just the thing for you. Yeah, here we go. That's the pop-up.
How to get energized. How to get rid of that dross, that stickiness, that apathy, that ungrounded feeling.
You've been sitting on the computer or watching
how to get bushy-tailed super quick.
Right? It's like
how to get how to reduce some of the pain super quick.
And that's very
how
good.
to
I can have a stiff back in the morning, going to the
get out of the doldrums super quick. How to
and off for a run.
All these things that happen when you tighten up the mitochondria. There's 6,000 trillion mitochondria in your body. I'm going to help you optimize them. So my name's Benedick. I'm a health coach.
So you get the feeling. So sign up there, and I'm still building out this site. I've got the membership site sort of complete. It's just taking forever. It's like, people get these amazing results because they do it. That's the only reason why, let's face it. You're not going to get much unless you do this stuff, right? And where is this one that I put on here? To advance to the next phase of your growth for your health, you must evolve a mindset, right, that can make better decisions. And I think that's really what it's about. It's like making better decisions better decisions and really, really, really getting clear on it. So this work, these talks will be every week, and I'll be sharing more with you each time. So jump on board, go to lockdowncoaching.com. Let's go for that. And lockdowncoaching.com. And there you can get free advice from me and training from me. And if you want to upgrade for me to be your health coach, then we can work on that too. So meantime, you have a wonderful week, and I'm looking forward to send me in your questions, right? And I'm looking forward to answering those on next Wednesday.